Drop it like it's hot. Little Snoop up there. Dance it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's up, little Snoop?
All right. Speaking of little Snoop, we need some pipes up in here.
It's ball at.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh,
There's
man.
a lot of shit to
Timmy,
shoot.
I didn't put my...
That's
we're
all right.
We're not live yet. Hold on.
Oh, we're not.
We are.
We're alive. I do know that. That's good.
I'm going to put my quick shirt change up. Timmy's live.
Wardrobe, costume change.
Yeah, costume change. I want to support my buddy Timmy here. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, let's tell them what I actually just said what it means before they.
I know it's when it keyed me in.
Where is the ball at?
Yeah.
Where is it at? And that's the there's plenty of them here.
We do have some bowls up in here.
Well, quick rundown on how that came about. It was actually an old band. I was driving. We were in a van at that time, and we like to smoke and drink coffee, when we drive. Most of us do. And so anyway, the guys were asleep back there, and I was, I turned the radio up a little bit and kind of looking to load a ball. I had some pot, and I was like, "Hey guys, where's the ball at?" And no one said anything, and turned the radio down. I'm like, "Hey, y'all!" Kind of, yelled back to them like, "Where's the ball at?" And somebody woke up and just started laughing, and so it kind of from then on it just kind of became like our term for it's time to get high.
Zabolat. So yes, check out Zabolat on Facebook. We tagged him on the cast here on Toking today. Actually, just pass me the weed and we'll keep it quarantine social distancing, and you can have your own pipe and I'll have my own
smoking,
pipe.
yep.
Yeah, we're socially smoking but distant.
Distancy, yeah.
And plus, this table's kind of far away to be passing back and forth. So Timmy, we've known each other for over 20 years, huh? Or right at 20 years, I guess.
That's probably longer even, and that makes me feel old.
You were the youngest drummer. You weren't even allowed in the clubs when I met you, right? You were under 21, right?
I was 19 probably when we met. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that's 20 years exactly. Yeah.
Wow. And that's crazy because let's see, our history goes back. You were the drummer for Lure. That's where I met you at. But then you were actually one of my phone salespeople for my mortgage company. You got back there and called people to save money on their home mortgages for me. And then, we used to exchange magic ideas at some points, and you became the ultimate sleight of hand magician.
Well, that's when, magic's always going to be one of my favorite arts.
Yeah.
We need to start, getting back into that.
Man, my hands are so shaky now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I fumble everything. I drop everything. It's fucking retarded. So I appreciate. I'm like, I know how it's done, but I can't do it anymore.
Right, and if you don't keep up with this, you lose it pretty easily.
I just get so like, I can't do it anymore. And plus, like you said, if you're not doing it every day, you're not gonna be doing it. You carry a deck of cards with you still?
Not on my person, but I've got some out there in the car.
They're readily available if somebody wants to see a trick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, quarantine, man, games,
Yeah.
Like we're all trying to, I think a lot of us are learning new activities, or, getting better at the ones that they already know. I just think, we should make the most of this time and try to have fun and, games and video games and workout and stuff.
Have you been drumming during this quarantine time?
But myself.
Yeah.
That's actually why I came back to actually go jam with my boys,
Did you guys do a Zoom rehearsal, or did you actually get together in the same room?
We just, same room.
Yeah.
And we're all just like, we needed it, we can't play shows so that we can at least write. So I think that's going to be what everybody's doing this year.
Seems like
writing music.
Tool plans on this being like 10 to 15 years because they said they're going to be writing a new album during this time. So that's going to be a interesting.
That's funny.
Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't last that long. Hopefully they get some vaccines here soon.
Are they due for another one?
No, but they said that they're using this quarantine to write a new album. So I hope that would be a very long
quarantine.
Did you pass me this lighter or did no? Okay.
No, I've been using this.
You got weed.
And lighters and bowls.
All right.
Water and
This weed is from Health for Life dispensary. I got one of their $150 ounces, and they're okay. I looked at some other, around the same price, and they tend to be like machine trim, really leafy. This company tends to have a little bit better. Like I was telling you, there's only 120 dispensaries here in Arizona, Whereas in Oklahoma, where you're at, there's like 2,000 open ones right
I
now.
can't count. Yeah.
You said that there's like 3 within a mile everywhere. They're
Within 2 square miles from my house, there's 3.
wow, that's crazy. That's how LA used to be when I first got there, but now they're not even like
I
that.
can't even go in them.
Yeah, in the dispensaries that
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I never got my card.
I don't say that on the air.
Well, I'm in California lately, so
You got-
I
you got-
don't
you got your
really
medical
need it
card.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good. One of these days, when I move back to Oklahoma for a little bit, I'll get it, and then hopefully by then they're good all over the country, right? I mean,
It depends state to state. As long as you're prescribed, the cops don't really care. But you have to have that medical marijuana card to smoke marijuana in a medical state. But
Right,
it doesn't
right,
matter. You can't buy weed in every state, but you can have it.
Okay, cool.
So it's like not a bulletproof or a bomb-proof vest, but it'll help
Yeah,
out.
I kind of don't know all the laws anywhere, but I don't.
When they tell them to you, that's when you know them.
I've been quarantined anyway. It's not like they're gonna.
But this is a decent little toke. I think it's more of indica. I know you got a long drive ahead of you, so you're heading to Sacramento now, huh?
Yeah, no,
No.
that's what I was gonna say. Nobody knows where I'm at. Like they
Nobody
know
knows
I'm
where
in
you're at?
Sacramento, but I haven't. People ask me, "What's your mailing address now?" And I'm like,
No, off the
"Why
grid.
do you need it?"
Yeah,
I mean,
text me,
I'm
motherfucker.
quarantined. Like, really? You got my phone number? Yeah.
You don't need. We don't need to go through all that. Yeah, this quarantine has definitely been an interesting time. We haven't done any podcasts. I have some backed up that I haven't aired, but I haven't actually done anything live. And this is our first live podcast since.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, brother. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi.
You could have totally been like, no, you've been on the road. Go the hell away, man. Like, no.
I thought about that after we shared the bong last night, but we'll see in a couple of weeks if I can't breathe or not, since I have asthma.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll be one of the first dead ones.
Hey, honestly,
Timmy killed me, everybody.
I kind of quit worrying about it. Like, I mean, just do what we can to protect ourselves. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna at this point, wake up every day worrying if I'm gonna get sick. I just never have.
Yeah.
And I don't really hardly ever get sick.
Well, now you're asking for it. The karma is coming. So I'm gonna be your casualty because you're asking for it here.
Well, I smoke cigarettes, so I heard something about like if you smoke cigarettes, you're less likely to acquire.
I smoke a lot of weed, and there's a lot of terpenes in weed that like they use to kill the coronavirus. Like all that stuff that's in Lysol, kind of in weed too. Like the limonene.
Well, you look good. I think you'll be all right.
I don't know, man. I shaved the first day of quarantine, and then not since. And so this is the quarantine beard. But when I shaved, I noticed now there's a lot more white hairs coming in than there were when I took them off. So I won't do that again.
I would actually love to have a haircut.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We went and got our cards renewed yesterday, and the barber I think was open. I was like, I don't want to be the first one, but then again, I don't want to be one of the last ones either. I don't know. It's a strange theory, but I think I'm gonna cut it short, man. I'm done with the long for a moment. We're gonna go short. You going back to the mohawk?
Well, it's still sort of a mohawk, if you will.
You've been shaving the sides.
Yeah,
When you shave your
yeah,
face. Just go.
Thanks, E-Rock. E-Rock taught me how
Yeah,
to do
so
that back in the day.
I was about to actually say that because when I would stay at Lure's party mansion, it would I always see Eric shaving his head every time he shaved his face. Yeah.
It makes things easy. You just do it all at one time. You can even do it in the shower, really. So it's like, boom, you're done. It's good on the road.
Where do you stop? Do you go balls too, or do you is that a different razor?
Not all at the same time.
No.
Usually it's like after I do my face
It's
and my head,
that's
I'm
a
like,
lot of work. Huh?
all right, I'm ready to be done here.
Yeah.
Go smoke another ball or something.
Yeah, we'll come back at another shower time.
Right.
Yeah, that's funny, man. The driving though, have you seen a lot of people on the road, or is it pretty?
Dude.
Is a lot of cops out there?
Not any more than normal that I would notice here. But yesterday, on 40, in between like probably Flagstaff and Phoenix, I guess somewhere. About when I hit you up, it was really strange. Like I don't think the whole day I saw more than 200 cars, not counting semis, of course.
Yeah.
On 40, and it was almost kind of surreal.
Man.
I mean, the quarantine thing kind of sucks, but I will tell you, I'm digging the lack of traffic.
Yeah, I was too until yesterday. You were saying it's still dead up there, but on I-10, man, it was just packed. It was normal traffic at 3:30. It was just car to car. And
Well, you guys are already getting pretty high temperatures too.
yeah, it's 103 degrees yesterday. And
Wow.
yeah, it's triple digits, and yeah, it went from 69 to 99 in like a day. But yeah, but there's no like wind or thunderstorms like Oklahoma, or there's no weather like California. It's
Do you
just,
miss it?
the weather?
A nice, good storm.
I appreciate it. Like if I was to go there and there was a storm, yeah, that'd be cool. But I don't want to sit there and be like, oh man, I wish there was a thunderstorm right now.
Definitely don't want to be driving in it.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate them, but I don't want to be there.
I feel like I've lived in Oklahoma for 38 years, something like that. So I've been pretty lucky to, I'm usually at home.
Yeah.
I usually just crack a beer and sit on the porch and, check it out. I mean, I've never really been caught up in, some heavy rain, but like as far as the hail and stuff goes, that's really the thing you have to worry about the most, I think.
You ever drove through a tornado or anything?
Nope.
Man, I've been on the
Never
road.
seen one.
I've been on the road a few times during tornadoes. Like the May 3rd tornado that they had back in 96 or whatever, 97, 99, whatever
99.
it was. It was 99 because I was anyways, I was working at Taco
2003?
Mayo. No, it was way before that.
Oh.
I was working as a kid for another store. I was selling tacos at Taco Mayo in Edmond, and they had me go fill in Moore. And of course, that day was the day that they had the big Moore tornado, and I had to drive. We closed down the store, and I was driving back, and the whole shit was going down. I had to pull over under an overpass as the shit passed over. So like I was in the middle of that big ass tornado. But yeah, I definitely remember that. And then another time, me and the kids and the wife, we were sitting at home in Oklahoma, and there was a tornado coming right for us. We were all gonna hide in the bathtub or something. And we're like, fuck it. We're not gonna wait here for this thing to come get us. We're out of here. So we got in the car and we drove, and we literally drove through the middle of it. It shifted the car.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
It was a couple. So we drove through two of them. Or I drove through two of them. But
I've taken cover at home a couple times, but it ended up
in the bathtub with the mattress, or
once. Yes.
Yeah.
Now my house has a little. My dad used to call it a fraidy hole.
Yeah.
Have you heard that term? Yeah. So it's just it holds a couple people and my cat if it needed to be.
Like in the closet, like a lift up.
It's by the garage.
Oh yeah.
But you can get to my garage without going outside. So it's like basically the divider between those.
So it's like is it like a safe room that was built into it, or?
It's under the ground. There's concrete.
Okay,
There was
okay.
concrete poured basically, and it's actually.
So it is a storm shelter, but it's a
sort
small
of.
one though.
It'll save your life through at least, I'm sure, a good F3 or F4.
And why else would there be a hole in the ground in the garage? That's
Right.
That's what that's for. It's
Brady
Oklahoma. Yeah, it's Oklahoma. Just here's
It's
your
not-
light. Yeah.
It's not a bomb shelter.
it's a storm shelter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We used to, like in Kansas, we had like something like that in the closet in my parents' room. It would drop down into like the basement, but there was always like spiders or something in there, and yeah, there's
It's one of those good Okie words, right? Fraidy hole.
Brady hole. It's like noodling.
Yeah.
Only certain people would know what that means.
Fixing.
Yeah. If you're noodling,
Fixing to load this bowl again.
yeah, there you go. It's a bowl that. So yeah, check out this. This is a nice, comfortable shirt, bro. You didn't skimp on the cheap shit.
No, and the hats are great quality too.
So how much you selling the hats for?
Right now,
on our
$10.
Facebook, $10 for a fucking
$10.
hat. I mean, that could save your life out in this desert.
Limited edition.
And they're signed for an extra $25. So for $35, you can have a signed Z Bowl hat.
Yeah, there's 6 different. This is one.
I said Z Bowl hat. Did you hear that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very, very.
You haven't came up with that
I'm
yet?
telling you, no, you'll start using that Z. It's a beautiful letter, and I just decided to incorporate it. I don't know why. It's to be honest with you, I kind of ripped off the Zildjian logo a little bit,
But they should have sponsored you a long time ago. I think they did sponsor you at one point. Did they give you some symbols?
I'm with Peisty.
Oh, I'm sorry. So fuck Zildjian, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't say that.
Unless they want to throw some symbols.
They
in.
are great. They're great. They're one of the oldest companies in the world.
I had a Zildjian gong that was like 4 foot in diameter at one point.
They are like almost 500-year-old company.
Yeah, they're an old place. They've been around for a long time. Yeah, that gong was from like the 1920s or something. It's from our band in Weatherford.
Oh yeah. So that's where you went to school. Huh?
I went to school in Weatherford, Oklahoma.
Wow.
A little bit in Edmond. I spent a year there. I was supposed to spend 2, but I said fuck school.
I had some good times in Weatherford, man.
Yeah, I did not.
Right on.
No, I'm kidding. It was pretty cool. What brought you to Weatherford? What were you doing out there?
Lure.
Oh yeah, playing shows in Weatherford. Where at?
Actually, it might have been before that. Yeah, there was this place. It was a college town.
Yeah,
And a lot of bands would sell out there. There'd be like only maybe 1 or 2 places,
yeah.
but they would always be like pretty much sold out.
I remember there was like a
It was
big like
great.
road like there was I did see
Like
a show.
400 seat.
Yeah, I remember something like that. I was trying to remember the name of the venue now, but that's been a long time. Like our middle school like dances used to be held at like they would have like a Nirvana cover band come out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was weird because like, hey, can you play this song? And like they're like no, and they'd go out to the back and like figure it out, and they come out and play it perfectly.
That's awesome.
I think it was a track, but we were just middle school kids. We didn't fucking know.
Hey, I know guys like that though. There's
They can just figure shit
a
out.
blues guy, yeah, that I play with or used to play with downtown here. Before the quarantine,
Yeah.
and Tim Newcomb. I mean, I don't know. You might have heard him, but I mean, pretty much like if somebody requests something, he'll go figure it out. And at break
Really?
or something,
Yeah.
at least he'll pull it off.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty impressive.
I mean, these guys have the voice and everything. I don't know. I think it was a track. Thinking back on it, but
Back then, though, maybe not. I don't know.
Nirvana's not that hard, right? It's like 3 chords and
Sure, that's true.
and a drop D, right?
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know anything about music. This is all stuff my daughter's told me.
Well, but that is all true.
Yeah, I remember shit. I retain stuff, but I don't know shit.
They were a huge influence on me, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
especially Dave. Dave's the man.
Well, yeah. I saw Dave do a Camp Freddy show at the Roxy. Are you familiar with Camp Freddy?
I don't believe so.
So what Camp Freddy is, every once in a while the Roxy will just put a sign up that says Camp Freddy playing tonight. And what that is all the famous musicians that live in LA will just start coming out and just jamming each
Okay.
other's songs, like Sugar Ray, or not Sugar, fuck. Anyways, so like Dave Navarro and Dave Grohl were playing together at one point.
Okay.
And then Billy Gibbons comes out, and it's like nonstop interchanging of musicians, and they're constantly playing covers. They're not writing their own songs. They're playing everybody else's songs.
Yeah.
But it's
That's great.
crazy to hear. Like,
Some of them might have to because of contractual purposes.
yeah, I'm sure. But it's just like a
right.
big jam session. They just come out and they're like, oh, hey, what? It's a most, I don't know, surreal experience that you can have, and all these musicians are there. They're like, and the Roxy's not a big place.
No,
You can literally, you're like 20 feet at the most from all these.
Have
all
you
these
seen
people.
this? You've been to one?
Yeah,
of these?
yeah.
Oh man.
So here's how it happened. I'm hanging out with Michael Stone at I can't remember where we were, but we weren't too far. It was near Beverly Hills. And he gets a text. He goes, "Hey, my buddy Billy is playing at the Roxy. Come with me." I'm with another guy, and I'm like, okay, so we'll go see his buddy Billy play at the Roxy. And me and this other guy are hanging out with Michael Stone in the front. He goes, "Hey, I think he's around back. I'm gonna go check." And me and the other guy go, "Well, let's see if we can get in." So I talked to the door guy. I'm like, "Hey, we're here with Michael Stone. He got invited to see the show." Like, "Oh yeah, come on back." Like they just let us in. The fucking deal. Everybody's waiting in line with tickets and stuff. So I just dropped Michael's name. I guess the door guy knew who he was or whatever. But we just walked right the fuck in. So I text Mike, "Hey, we're in the deal. Find us." And I don't hear anything from him. And like later on, I see him up in the VIP room up there, and he's hanging out with Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top, and that's who invited him. And then everybody else was hanging up there. And I was like, "Fuck!" So if we wouldn't have went in the front, we could have waited a couple more minutes and went in the fucking VIP. But we thought we were cool because we got in the front with no problem. But yeah, we could have hung out just 10 more minutes and been up there. But it was cool though. Michael Stone got me into a lot of interesting venues like that. Sharon Stone's older brother, he was kind of like my mentor through Hollywood, and we would go all sorts of backdoor events. Like there's a recording studio behind the Mint. It's a very small recording studio, but like one time, Yeah, the Mint on Pico.
Like something that makes money?
No, it's a bar that people play at. It's a pretty
I've never heard
popular
of that.
venue, but it's the Mint on Pico. Anyways, there's a recording studio back there, and went back there one time, and fucking Steve Tyler's just hanging back, listening to a jam, the recording, and like it's just a really cool, surreal little. There's a couple couches, like a voice studio, and a big ass mixing board, and it's just a small little place. But there's a normal bar, and then there's this little spot behind it, and it's like attached to it. But there's just fucking just shit happening in these little random back doors that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, last time I played in LA with the Hippies, we pulled up. I think we were in Compton or somewhere. I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, there's barbed wire and these, pretty industrial area, and graffiti, and we're just like, this is the address. This can't be right. We saw no cars, There was one person walking a couple of blocks away, like this, and then sure enough, they opened this big old sliding door, and there's a pretty nice club inside, and it's just like it's a rock club,
In Compton, there's a rock club that has no cars. It's just hidden. Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was. Yeah.
Wow. I remember I've only had.
It's not only rock, but it's
Yeah.
it's a concert venue. It's just kind of like.
But it's just a hidden like.
It's a number. It's named. I think it's like 1714 or some weird number.
Huh.
The name of it.
That's fucking LA though. I mean,
I'll
there's
look
a
it
red
up later
door.
and I'll tag
Yeah.
and I'll post it in a comment or something.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah, I always love places like that. LA's kind of popular for just having a door, and like a door guy standing out there, and then you don't know if it's a club or not. But if you know, but if you're on the list, you're on the list, or if you got $40, you can come in, type of thing. It's pretty interesting, those type of, I guess, social media type clubs. There was a social club like that for weed when I was in Los Angeles. I got a little black card and it says you're invited. Come Tuesday at 7 p.m. It was just like an address. I never went, but somebody told me what it was. But it was like a marijuana type club for like you have to be personally invited type thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like Tuesday 7 p.m. Be here. I was like, no.
Well, now you're part of the Zabolak.
Now we're in the Zabolak, and you can be too.
It's a small but great club to be a part of.
And always get that Zabolak. You want the bowl, babe? You want to hit here? You are you bootlegging our broadcast? She's over here filming on her cell phone.
Yeah, it's this breakfast,
3
right?
cameras.
This is a good breakfast,
Yeah, man. Always indica for breakfast. Why not? Huh? And you know what? I have not been pushing record. Now we're recording. I have to record this later off of the internet. I was not recording our session.
Oh, really?
I do that sometimes.
Well,
push and record. Now we're recording. I have to record this later off of the internet. I was not recording our session.
Oh, really?
I do that sometimes.
Well, interesting. Hey, you gotta have a sound effect for that one.
That would be the. Oh no! Here we are. Here it is.
Fatality.
Yeah, that's my fault. There, we just drip it with blood here and just drop it on there.
Fatality.
Fail. Absolute fail. Just.
Oh, that's a good one.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Yeah. Now we are recording. Oh yeah. That's
Speaking of the bowls and stuff,
Yeah.
this thing is. Where's the? Yeah, this is intense, bro.
that's the bullet.
This is serious.
Yeah.
Um,
You gonna hit it?
it's actually it worked.
We should
It
clean it out because I think
Yeah,
the last time we had a bowl in there was a month ago in the last podcast, and it's still green. I see that,
Still green.
but I don't know if we want to hit that month-old bowl there. Let me clean that out, and we'll load a new one. There we go. I do have something right here. See that ashtray too? That big ass ashtray. Only weighs 30 pounds here. All right, guys. Now we are live with Timmy. We are recording, and we are talking about toking this big ass bowl. All right, Tim. So,
But we're supposed to be smoking distantly, so how are we gonna do this?
you're gonna hit it,
Okay.
and I mean, there's at least 4 foot distance between us here. This is with the bowl.
Well, I mean, but so we're each smoking our own bowl, right? Because
this is for you. I am packing this for you. That's why the last one still had green in it. Let me see the weed. I'll load it for you. I don't want you dumping my whole thing in here. it does have a fucking huge
I
bowl.
could throw some in there too. It's good.
No, it's cool, man. I got you.
I mean, how much can you fit in there? Like
A lot.
Probably like
At least
an
a quarter.
eighth? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a wide mouth up here. It might even go further than that.
And that's your this is your normal typical morning routine. Is that pipe?
No,
I'm just
this is
kidding.
the Toking Today on inaugural podcast.
Alright.
Whenever you come on the show, you have to hit that.
Okay.
There's a carb on the side, on the top there.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just like a normal bowl there. There you go. And we'll get Timmy hitting the big thing here.
Woo!
That's where the bowl's at. It's still going, man. You gotta finish it. You gotta clear that bowl. Clear that bowl, Timmy. You gotta smoke it. Smoke that bowl, Tim. You can't handle your shit, man.
I don't know if I can clear that. Because it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep.
That's
going.
why we didn't load it all the way. You gotta keep on going. Yeah. There it goes. You got it pretty good. See some ashes floating around in there. Crushed it.
Woo!
A little red, a little sweaty.
Well, it's like I was holding it for the dab. You just kind of
Yeah.
go in and out.
It doesn't stop. It's still full of smoke.
Oh, that's pretty still though.
Yeah, it's gonna be still.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's still half a bowl there though.
Yeah. It hit you. Hit you
Good
like a
morning.
train.
How about that?
There you
Whoa.
go. Now we can see all the smoke in the room here. There we go.
Whew, trying to kill myself with them, but you're trying to kill me on this.
Timmy is in another state now.
Put what state am I in?
You're in California now.
No, already?
Yeah, you made it, man.
That was quick.
Yeah, you skipped the drive.
Is this Hollywood?
Welcome to Hollywood. Hey, we got a little Hollywood production going here. Look at the.
It's good. It's got some good vibes, I love all the little action figures, I mean,
Yeah, you
and the
got my dude. Got the bride here.
Yep.
You know who this is?
no.
She's excited. She's so excited. She's so scared. Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
I was gonna do the whole gang, but I did not. I only have Jesse right now.
Mhm.
I need a Zach Morris at least. But yeah. So that's them. And then I guess the Reservoir Dogs, they're falling apart here. They're in there.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We're doing it. So how you feeling now?
I'm awake now.
Yeah? It's a little hazy in here?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, good. And yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, brother. So you mentioned the Texas Hippy Coalition earlier, a second ago. Are you going to be playing with them anymore? Are you done with playing shows? What?
There's a lot of things that were happening in my life and lots of changes, and I needed to simplify things a little bit. And so now, yeah, especially right now, even with this quarantine, my plans are still haven't really changed that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I took some time off touring, did some college classes and stuff. And, I went through a divorce.
Wow.
I don't want to talk about that one though, but and now I'm gonna move, and so I'm kind of just driving around the country, I guess,
Yeah.
looking for the best spots.
So thinking about moving someplace out of Oklahoma finally?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna move, I want to get out of Oklahoma. No offense to my home state.
so you're looking for new bands to join elsewhere? So
Well, so I'm writing right now with Horse Called War. Do you remember those guys?
that sounds like something I know.
There's
Horse
a
Called
video on YouTube. There's a whole show actually that I'm not the original drummer, but there is a YouTube of a show that I did with them. I played with them for about a year, about 12 years ago, and then they kind of did That was Ricketts days. Anyways, long story short,
Ricketts.
they're back together and they want to write a record, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And
Wow.
it's like it's pretty heavy stuff. It's awesome, and it's nice to be playing like metal again. And
Yeah.
I'm having fun with it, and they're really great guys. And yeah, we just want to write a really good metal record. So that's what this year is going to be entailing of.
It might be on fire in here. We might set off the smoke alarm in a second.
Uh-oh.
We should probably turn that fan. You want to hit that fan real quick, April?
It's because that big old bowl.
Yeah, I enhanced it a little bit. I had this fog machine going. Make it look like there's a little bit more. See, when you're coughing over there, you think you're coughing out this whole big cloud here, but no, it's a little Hollywood magic here. You can barely see you on the fucking.
Hey
That's great.
guys,
Yeah. Where's the bull at?
yeah, man. It's I think it's over there, man.
Yeah. All right, brother. So the driving, touring, drums are in Oklahoma. You're living in here and there. Looking for a home though, huh? Looking for a spot to call home now.
Yeah, I think I want to get out close to like Nashville.
So the girl's gone. The bands are ready for new. It's you moving out to Nashville. Is that gonna hurt the horse called war?
No,
No, you guys gonna? Is it?
it's not that far from OKC.
No?
and,
It's just the other way, huh?
it's like half the drive that this is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's like probably 10, 11 hours.
It's like more states though.
True.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? Like you go through like 8 states to get to to Nashville. You have
Yeah,
to-
and this is always a great drive coming out through Arizona and the way. I've always liked it. When I was a little kid, actually, I went to the Grand Canyon and the Meteor Crater, and I mean, like this was like the first state that was like vacation. Like this was vacation to me in my eyes. You know, when I was like 5.
yeah.
And then we went up, to the Northwest next time, and so I've always kind of been around this part of the country, but like also I'm very curious about the East Coast because I don't know. I just always have a really good time when I'm there.
That's cool, man.
Um,
I've never really been out to the East Coast. I've been to like Tennessee and whatnot, but
Tennessee is awesome.
never like New York or anything like that.
Mm.
Have you played anything New York before?
Yeah, I love New York. I don't know if I would want to live there though, but it's one of my favorite places. Sure, it's great. Yeah, and I think it's there's kind of a misconception that people there are kind of dicky. I think they're just busy, and I don't think that they're assholes at all. And I mean, they have to deal with a lot on a daily basis, pretty much. I mean, New York, like Manhattan. I had a buddy
Yeah.
out there that lived out there for 10 years, and I mean, yeah, it's like you have to really plan your day up there.
Yeah, because just getting to anything is a
Right.
task, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, there's, at the same time, you may not really have to go too far out of your neighborhood to get it all you need
Right.
done.
Well, that's how cities used to be.
Or- mhm.
You could just be able to walk outside, get what you need, and go back inside. Now you have to drive everywhere and have parking lots.
And that's got to be difficult for people that live like that right now
Yeah.
in this time. That's why New York was hit pretty hard, I think, because a lot of people do live like that.
yeah,
there,
I wonder
so-
if Amazon is as big out there. Because like here, I get shit delivered to my door all the time. But if I don't
Sure.
need to, I just go out my door and get shit. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I ordered a bed. I got it delivered yesterday. That was kind of cool. Don't have to really go out for that. So I don't know if that's
Well, right, unless you can even have a truck big enough to bring it back.
you
know,
hurry up to
I
your
mean-
high-rise apartment. You're not getting a new bed for a long time in New York. You say fuck that shit. Give me some duct tape.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's an interesting town. It's almost like the opposite of LA in a way,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. There's a lot of new beds in LA. Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. LA is a little bit more spread out. There's a lot more land. There's a lot more houses.
Houses,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. New York does not have the houses, from what I've seen. I know
And
there's
people
suburb.
drive in LA.
Yeah,
more
you
than
have to
New
have a car.
York. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. But Uber's big still.
Mhm.
Taxis are not, which is kind of weird.
Mm.
Fuck the corporation. Give me a friend's ride.
Hmm.
Give me, have somebody randomly pick me up. But yeah, I don't know. Do you Uber a lot? Do you Lyft?
I have had to, yes, because there's like I go through stages where I have cars and don't have cars, just depending on what my situation is, if I even need it, and
It's tough for a drummer not to have a car.
not really. I have
Yeah.
drum kits to play all over. Like
Oh, yeah?
every band I play with has a kit now, where there is, and most studios have kits, and like that's why I could fly somewhere probably and easily do.
So you just adapt. You don't really need your set.
I prefer mine, and I am endorsed and stuff, but ultimately, especially if you go to LA for a session, like, Spawn, the drum company, they're just like 45 minutes outside of there. I can go get a kit from them. They've done that for me.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
man.
coming in to do a record. It's like, yeah, what do you got? And they, hey, we'll take these, and it sounded great.
Well, that's awesome, bro.
I don't even think I changed the drum heads. They were just like, this works. Okay,
Wow.
awesome.
So do you get studio gigs like that often? Where they, or is it?
Well, it's just certain groups, I think, go to certain areas to record, and that was back with, Texas Hippy Coalition.
Okay.
We recorded with Bob Marlette out there. He did 2.5 records.
2.5, huh?
He did half of another record.
Did you finish it or start it?
I think they were kind of both being done kind of at the same time.
Oh, so it's like half here, half there type.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
pretty much.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I came in later on that one, so I don't know if he started. He might have started it, but then it went back and forth at that point, maybe,
So when you guys were with the hippies, man, I remember you guys came through in a little van, had everybody crammed in there at one point. You've done the big tour bus, you've done the vans. I met you when you were touring in a van. What does it bring you back to the roots, or do you prefer like just to show up there and play type of?
I kind of prefer that at this point. I mean,
Don't need the
it's
camaraderie.
not, and it just depends. Sometimes if you're just going for like to Dallas and Houston for the weekend, taking a van is not bad. And then, it's if you need to run up to the store or do something or split it, it's easy to drive. I mean, I don't really want to drive a bus
Yeah.
or a bandwagon. What
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are.
yeah. Well,
Those
you
are
have the
pretty
trailer
cool.
behind it.
Right. I mean, so, yeah. But there's been a lot of those for sure. Okay, so what we saying? What came through with THC? Man. I mean, I did 4 records with those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's about a decade of that. So yeah, I mean,
It-
it's
Was it a falling out or just a time to move on?
No. I was just dealing with some other things in my life that, I kind of needed a break for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys played a lot of shows. You did, like you said, you did 4 records. What did you do after that? Did you go do another
I'm
band, or
doing what I should have done long ago.
what is that?
Like move and go to school.
Just get back to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Perfect.
what are you studying now? You said.
Man, I'm studying business and marketing because I like creating things,
Mhm.
and I'm sure there's a lot to learn in the marketing aspect of it.
Right.
It's always changing too.
It's one thing to create it, but somebody has to fucking buy it, and to find those people to buy it is the hardest thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so knowing the marketing is a definitely a good thing for a business, especially. But,
It's interesting stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I never went to school right after high school, and it's just like, why not?
Yeah. So are you doing?
Whether I finish or not, I don't know. It's just it's
Are you doing
learning is good, right? I mean,
online school? Like you doing University of Phoenix, or are you doing a school that was in person that you have to do
LSU.
online now?
It's at OSU and OKC. It's an online thing.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that's cool, man. It's hard for me to sit down and do anything, like dedicate my time. Do you find yourself putting it off, or you putting the time into it?
That's what simplify. Remember, like I said earlier, you kind of just simplified my life a little bit, and I just don't, I just can worry about certain things and not as much of almost like I need a little more time off of everything.
Yeah.
But I still have to take care of all the important things throughout. Like, this year's going to be interesting anyway for everyone, and so I think there's good things that can come out of all this, though.
Or do you set the time aside
People
to do
are
it?
gonna grow, and
Do you do it like
know-
every Wednesday at 3:00, or like
what it would do. What?
do you set the time aside to do the online classes, or do you?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, or do you just do it whenever?
If I'm in the mood to do something, that's the best time to do
Yeah,
it.
see, that's why I never find the mood, man. I'm
Okay.
never in that mood to do it. So I either have to schedule it or just not fucking do it.
Right.
Because like April got me a podcast like speaking class, a master class to learn how to speak better, which I really wanted, and I still haven't fucking done it. And it's an online class, and I also have to do is just log in and start doing it.
Do you know what it was called?
Yeah.
Because I did a little bit. They called it like a speech class. It was like interpersonal communications or whatever.
It was voice training, proven methods, and improve your voice skills by Peter Baker. It says, "Merry Christmas, honey." So that's how long I have not done it. It's been 5 months at least. So I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and see, like, I feel sometimes that I'm just terrible at talking to people that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like most of the bands I've been in have had managers, and like there's a lot of stuff that I've never really had to deal with. I just kind of go work and do my thing, and that's the one reason why I'm doing this. It's like it's that time to start just spreading opening more
Not dependent on other people.
well, yeah, and just broadening the spectrum of
Yeah.
knowledge from this crazy business,
Yeah.
the music business, and it's been hit hard with this, and so yeah, people are gonna start having to get really creative,
Yeah.
in their marketing, especially.
Are you seeing more like YouTube type stuff for that, or are you?
Yeah, speaking of YouTube, like, I mean, I think YouTube is one of the greatest things that's happened in the last few decades, but it's kind of funny. It still makes me feel old because, like, bands like I was saying, like Horse Called War, there's only maybe 2 or 3 things you'll find on YouTube because it was like 12, 13 years ago stuff,
Right.
It really wasn't as popular then.
Yeah.
When did it actually come out? Do you remember it?
No, but yeah, it
You know what I
hasn't been
mean?
that long. I
Like
mean,
nothing of
yeah.
Lure is on YouTube that
Right.
I've seen.
Did-
Have you searched?
No, I think I was just thinking if I did a lure video. I don't think that was before. I filmed some stuff, but I don't think I actually even made it. I think Whitefall was the first band,
Okay.
and you weren't part of. You
No,
didn't do that.
no.
But yeah, because I mean, when we were,
I have VHSs.
that's what I was to say. When when Lure played, like when I got those shows like in like Tulsa and stuff for you guys, and we didn't have phones to film that shit with or anything. It was cameras. We had like cameras. Yeah. So yeah, just in the last 10 years, where you have to be relevant, or you already had a music video produced that you can fucking.
Photographers had a
But,
lot of good business back then, though.
Yeah. Not now. It's it's tougher for them, especially with all the everybody. First off, you just right click and download that shit and put it on your own page, and then call it yours too. So yeah, photographers are having a tough time.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody thinks they're professional.
that's true. There's a lot of, but they can do. They can always do the wedding route or like.
But where's weddings? There's no
see it
events
as well.
right now.
I know
Yeah.
that's true. But
Yeah,
yeah.
photography.
I feel bad for the
gig.
seniors too. I was gonna say like senior pictures and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
I mean,
2020 seniors got fucked, especially if they
know.
already paid for those senior pictures.
I kind of feel bad for them and the people that are like alone.
Yeah,
You know.
alone during your quarantine, it definitely makes you feel more alone. You're alone with your cat, man. Are you saying something right now?
There's 2 people
Do you
in
need
the
help?
residence.
Okay,
Yeah. So I'm not alone.
all right, brother.
But I've been on kind of a little vacay. So seeing friends. So that was cool. Because I don't know anybody in Sacramento. That's the thing.
Not at
It's
all?
like, not really.
There's
Not that
a-
I know of. I mean,
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I do in San Francisco
But
or
during
LA.
this time, even if there's like a
Um,
band you knew, they're not gonna fucking meet up right now.
Well, and that's the thing is, I don't think I've ever even played in Sacramento. No band that I've ever been in has came through.
Huh.
It's always L.A. or
Yeah,
San
yeah.
Francisco or San Diego.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh,
But yeah, I've never really been there to know. I know more people in Arizona.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely played a lot of shows here. Arizona was a big hot spot for you guys.
Boy, this thing is.
It is a monster, huh? Yeah, you guys, you played. When Where did we see you at the Marquee? That was a good show, I think. Right? That was
Well, what was that Club Red you were talking about?
Club Red was the one I was talking about that has the new AC with the ionized air situation. I think that's between Tempe and Mesa, or at the border of Tempe and Mesa. But they have two clubs, so they have a big stage and a smaller stage, but they can have two shows at once going on the same time. It's the same entrance, and then your show's over here and your show's over here, and you don't hear either show. It's pretty fucking rad how they have it.
I feel
And
like
it's in a shopping center. Yeah, so like the parking lot is a shopping center. There's like a Jack in the Box and like just like some random like nail salons and shit, and then there's everybody lined up outside on the sidewalk to go into to these like concert venues.
I don't know. I do remember the
That's Club Red. Am I talking about the right spot, April?
I don't really remember it having two stages. Is my thing.
I think.
That's where Mushroom Head played.
Yeah. We saw them in two different stages at Mushroom Head. We saw them on there was a big stage, and then we saw them on the right stage. Yeah, there was two different shows. Because we saw them with Raven Black. There was the big stage that we went straight forward into, and then we saw them this last time. We went to the right. Remember? Yeah,
Maybe.
it's two shows. Yeah, they have two stages. So that's Club Red though. We were talking about the same place.
Yeah.
That was my main. Yeah. Okay.
It's all ages.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. You're done. That was good. Yeah. So yeah, they have all ages, but it's two shows at the same time. Because last time we were there seeing Mushroom Head, there was another show going at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I did not like the Mushroom Head show last time because I fucked up my own. I did it myself. So. Two shows before Mushroom Head, I went and saw Monster Magnet with my buddy Sean, and it was in a really small club, and they played like they were in a fucking stadium, and dude, it was fucking loud, like just
I've heard they're great,
rocking the fucking walls, shaking. I mean, but he's like from me to you, and that's how close we were, and it was. I had no ear protection, and my ears still ring today from that concert. So I went to Mushroom Head with April, and we got those orange earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that was the worst thing you could do. It totally disassociates you from the show. It blocks out everything. They're the worst. It's bad. So I did not enjoy that show because I did it myself, like I said. But then we went and got these other earplugs that block out the decibels, like above certain. So it sounds like me and you talking, but at a certain range, it muffles the high notes or whatever. So those ones were awesome for concerts. They were like
right on.
$75 a pair though, right? Something like that. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So 99 cents or $75, what the options are.
Yeah, well, the disassociative, like you said, it makes sense. Even, I mean, this is I think fine because it's not like there's a lot of loud noise.
But what you heard when she turned on her mic, the ambient sound that we're not listening to right now is blocked out. It's only me and you here.
Right.
So we actually cut out the rest of the noise around here, like
right.
the fan that's going on above us, the TV that's over there, all that humming that we heard a second ago. We don't hear right now.
Sure.
You don't hear my ringing in my ear like I do, but that's.
I have rings. I have.
Yeah. I bet you fucking
my
do.
ears always. Yeah. Well, no, seriously though. But like, imagine like when I have to play shows, but when you play with like a click track, like metronome, you wear it like in ears, and it's like it kind of shuts you out from. I mean, you
so all your hands
have to go
click?
into your. That's what I prefer. I can hear through it, but it's not the same as what you're used to.
So you're really just in that moment. You're not hearing the band. You're not in the concert. You're in the
pretty much world. Yeah, I'm in that.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you can adjust things of what you want to hear, but I want the least amount of volume of anything going through my ears, so I just pretty much put that in there and just go with it.
So you know where you're supposed to be, and everybody else should catch up.
Right.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of crazy, but that's my life, man.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
So at my funeral, I want instead of like music, like
just a click track.
Play a metronome for the whole service.
How many beats per minute? Like 80 or like 160? Like what do you 200?
Well, 120 is a pretty average, normal, acceptable. That's like most pop songs are like anywhere from like 90 to 120.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
It's pretty standard. That gives you 30 BPM to vary, I mean. I'm just saying in general, not everyone. It's got to be this chord and this key.
I'm trying to see if any of our pop fans are on listening to this. But I don't think... We don't have any musicians watching at the moment. It seems like I have such a mix of friends in my Facebook that I have I have the marijuana crowd. I have I have musicians and actors
Right.
and comedians, and then I have these prospectors and, and stuff. Because I dig for gold, but then I have these podcast people. I have all sorts of different groups, and it's interesting to see who watches what podcasts
Right,
when
right.
they're live. Because it's just a matter of like who's got a phone in front of them right now, this moment. And
Can you data track all that? Like that would be an interesting.
yeah, I'm just kind of looking at who's watching us right now. But yeah, the Facebook gives you information on how many people saw and whatnot. But yeah,
Well, sure.
but right now we got 2 or 3 live people watching
But
us.
not all podcasts are always on Facebook.
No,
either.
no.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure like YouTube has their own. Everybody has their own little data. But I don't know if it's like Jim is watching it at this moment.
And
Type
somebody
thing.
gets paid to track that too, and
They could-
and report. Like,
They got paid to write the program that does that. Because I think that's all digital.
well,
now.
yeah,
Nobody fucking sits there and data.
that's true.
Yeah, we have computers for that shit now.
God.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the computer knows, the phone knows, people know.
They know everything now. They do. If you think about it, your phone does more than like the tricorder in Star Trek did, in the shows, like, and that's supposed to be like
Nerd
way
alert.
in the future. Hey,
You're supposed to be a
Hey,
badass
hey,
drummer. Now
hey.
you're talking about Star Trek,
you
bro.
don't like Star Trek?
You know what? I'm a Star Wars type of guy. I never
I like
ever
both.
got to the drama. Every time I watch Star Trek, nothing's happening. They're just talking about shit, and I'm like, what? Let's see a fucking Wookiee or something, man. Let's get
Well,
some
hey,
shit
there you go.
happening. Yeah, see, I'm. It was just too much drama.
Well, Star Wars is about war, and Star Trek's more about peace. Even though there is battles, but they're trying. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's talk it out. It's like Kevin Smith wrote Star Trek. It's just a bunch of fucking talking. But yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's General Hospital in space. But yeah,
that's funny. Just the old one though, and probably the next generation though. I don't even really care for the movies that much, to be honest with you.
so it seems like there's more action in the movies.
Maybe it's just because I grew up watching it all, and that's just like,
Yeah.
something like that comes on. It kind of makes you feel young again. You're like, oh wow, yeah, I remember this episode, and you just kind of get sucked into it. Sometimes it's like, yeah, this is good stuff.
So do you watch it on YouTube? Do you actually pull it up and
They've
watch all
got that
episodes?
on
or
I think
Hulu or-
Netflix, and
So you
Can't
actually
remember
stream
which
these
one.
you stream these old shows. Though this is what you play in the background.
I
So like
stream
right now, all the sun
pretty
is
much
playing for me.
everything I watch is on stream, and I guess most of it, except for some news.
Yeah,
It's,
I try to avoid the news as much as possible.
me too.
I don't.
But once a week is good, maybe.
Yeah.
Especially right now, don't you think? Just to kinda-
Traveling, I tend to see the news more because I'm in hotels and shit. But like at home, I don't
Right.
have regular TV. It's all streaming, so
Right.
it doesn't come on. Yeah, we don't care. We just don't watch it.
Well, where I'm from, we have to know what the weather's gonna do.
Yeah,
there,
see,
you
there's
know?
no weather here. I don't have to worry about that shit.
Right.
I turn the weather app. Yep, it's 103 again.
Mhm.
And that's it. Yeah, that's all. Did you get enough? Do you have a bowl?
I got a bogo. Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, this
I left the weed.
maybe
in
I'll
there.
try to
Yeah.
kill that out here before the thing's over.
Push it down and then. Yeah, I forgot the weed in the other room. So this is my last bowl to load here. So we gotta figure some shit out. You got. What do you have over there?
Some I don't just
Is this
what I-
Okie grown?
No, it's Cali.
Cali grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, the legal weed's nice. Except it's not very potent. It seems like everything in the legal dispensaries is kitty. It's toned down.
That's what I pretty much hear. So a lot of people don't want it to go, recreational for those reasons.
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
I've definitely seen that. They're supposed to be passing recreational. They're trying to here in Arizona. That's one of my big fears is that you're not gonna be able to get 90% shatter or anything
Right.
like that. It's gonna be the kid version of everything. It's 100 milligrams tops.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, hey, to each their own. But I mean, I don't know anymore these days. I just like some good flour. It
Yeah, I've been smoking flower again. I stopped for a
smells
while.
good. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I was having trouble breathing for a long time, but since I've been going outside prospecting, be able to breathe again. So I'm smoking flower again. Now I'm having trouble breathing.
Do you think this dry Arizona air helps your breathing? Or is
It does, but we have 2 cats and 4 dogs, so that does not help. And
That's true.
So I'm trying to balance my allergies with living and keeping the wife and the kids happy,
Hmm.
you know, and not die.
Animals are great though.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they definitely love them if you have food. They love you, you know, if you're like eating something, they're like right there. They definitely they're great.
Well, you know.
Just kidding. No, they are. I love our dogs. Man, we lost our little Cali dog last year on April 30th was her last day. We had to put her down, and her memorial is right there behind you there. On April 30th, that light burnt out above her memorial, like a year to the day, and I was not able to. I can't unscrew the bulb to replace it, but it was weird that the light of her memorial burnt out the exact day that we put her to sleep, like a year to the day.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of fucking crazy. So that happened this month. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like some of those, I have those little weird just things that just makes you wonder sometimes. You know, like if things happen for reasons, you know, for real. I mean, or we don't have to get into that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying,
It's a podcast. That's what you do, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I think honestly the universe could be always changing, and so it's really going to be hard for us to ever completely figure it out because it may not even be. I mean,
This is a simulation. This is what it is, man. You don't really die. You just digitize and go back into the
system.
You just they need another.
You break apart into ones and zeros.
They need another drummer over here, and you just move over. They put you in here.
Right.
Start back over.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you're playing drums in Tibet in the
Or-
1300s.
And that could happen after I die, even
Right,
though,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
even though 1300 seems like
Well, that's
that
now.
already happened.
That's this simulation.
Right.
You got to reboot.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a different simulation.
That's what I'm saying. The time is only what we kind of like a weird perspective we have of it. Like, if a movie, you take like a movie and it's got the beginning and the end. So we live in like maybe one scene in that movie. So if we just had never seen this movie before and we went to that scene, we wouldn't really know what the hell this movie's about.
Right. It seems
But
like
if you watch the whole movie,
yeah,
it makes complete sense.
it's a long
you know.
movie.
Well,
It's like a billion-year-old movie. It's a long fucking movie.
but what is a billion years though, really? In the
Exactly.
grand exact
So
scheme of
that's how old the pyramids are. They're a couple billion years old, right? They could be. Who fucking knows? That's the craziest thing is it's 5,000 years old. How old are these rocks that are around it? Well, they're fucking
26,000 years old.
billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the rocks.
Well, I saw this one thing the scientist was talking about how, because of where the position of that's the Nile River right there, right?
yeah.
Of where he's like the pyramids would have probably been built to go up to the edge of the water level, and he's like where that river is right now. He's like these pyramids they have to be at least about 26,000 years old.
At least, yeah. And then the Sphinx, it was not that head. That was originally carved. It took that long to fucking weather down and build a new one. There's so much bullshit. But yeah, we don't know any history besides we don't even know what our grandparents did for a job.
Well, mine was in the military, I know, and I think he was a bartender for a while.
What was the bar called? What street did he live on? We don't know shit. It's all forgotten pretty quick.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Right, and every 100 years there's a epidemic. And
we're talking about idiocracy being 2,500 years away, but that's it seems like it's tomorrow because there's no history.
This is a strange time. It's but again, at least the whole world's dealing with it. It's kind of like it's because it's like it's not prejudiced really. It's like everybody's dealing. We're all alone together. They
Did you say the world's not prejudiced?
The disease is
Oh
not.
no,
The
Yeah.
disease is
But
not.
the treating people is.
So it's kind of like when a natural disaster happens and people like come together and really go and help each other out, and it can bring a society together in ways, right? You know what I mean? In a weird way.
Seems like this one kind of pushed us apart.
Well, it might.
You can't go to
That
the
might
hospital.
be the long. What's the long term effect going to
Wow.
be? Though,
Well, you can't go to the
know?
hospital
Are
right
we-
now without a doctor's recommendation. You can't even show up at the hospital.
So I think maybe let's when is medical care gonna let's go back to like when doctors used to visit. We'll start doing more home visits, because first of all, if you are sick, why bring it to everybody else
Well,
in
check
the
this
hospital?
out. We got our cards yesterday. We went to the doctor's office. The doctor was not in his office. There was a fucking video camera and a screen. We were at the doctor's office. He was at home. Why couldn't it have been the opposite? Why couldn't I stayed at home and him been at the fucking office? What the fuck is that? Why am I going to your work and you're at home? that's
So they can charge you more.
that's the
and
opposite
so
of
he can
bullshit,
Keep
dude.
his
That's-
office open.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
I don't get that at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was the strangest thing. Going to the doctor's office for a medical exam while he's at home.
I just always hate going to the doctor, because then
Yeah, me
you
too.
have to wait, and then you have to go into another room and wait some more, and then you see him for about I don't know, like what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, at the most.
And then
Yeah, write your
Give him-
prescription. and
yeah.
get out.
the whole thing takes an hour and a half or 2 hours.
And they're like $50, please.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah. No, it's just definitely an interesting time. If we can do more web MDs, just hey, I got a sore throat. Open your mouth. All right, shine your phone light into it. All right, looks like you need
Well,
some.
What if robots could maybe
Robots.
possibly replacing doctors? Think about it. Star Wars has robot doctors.
Sure, but now you're not
so-
talking about pandemic being over in 18 months. You're talking about robots being here in 200 years. There's a burger flipper robot I just saw, and the big thing was
Everything.
like how when does it realize that it's just been flipping air for 15 minutes, or there's like a pile of burnt little burgers over here and 3 on the floor, and the whole thing's covered in grease. Like how long does this thing? When does it not work right? What does the doctor go? Let me take your temperature and pull out his robot dick and just shove it in. Taking temperature.
I've seen some people in my day that would surprise me if they were doing the same thing though too.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, there's some doctors that take your temperature that way too. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, the AI thing. Yeah. Did you watch the Elon Musk podcast?
The recent one or the
no,
one?
the Joe
So he
Rogan,
just
that-
was
that
on there 2 days ago or so.
Was he again? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the first one, yeah.
He's a interesting cat, man. Like, I like to listen to what he has to say, because I mean he's usually pretty on point.
Well, yeah, he's selling all of his possessions right now. He's selling all of his houses. Like he's in your situation. He's selling everything he has, and he's gonna move out to Tennessee and do nothing.
He's gonna move to Mars, I think.
Probably. Well, he's also digging under the ground. And if you go back to those ancient civilizations like we've been talking about, a lot of them lived under the ground. So if there's a big pandemic going on up on top of the ground that is spread from my breath to your breath,
Right.
and everybody's dying upstairs, I might dig a hole in the ground and just chill that thing out and wait for a while. And so like those big castles you see underground might be Elon Musk type homes from back in those days. So this was a temple, and now that's his motherfucking TV room.
Definitely wouldn't need air conditioning.
No, yeah, he's got the Boring Company. He can just build him a fucking house underground and be done with you. And say he went to Mars, he'll go launch a rocket, watch everybody watch it go off into space, and be underground watching the whole thing on his plasma.
There's a lot of ways to make crazy houses that have, that people have gotten creative. Like, not that they're not tiny houses. I mean, those are kind of crazy. They're cool,
But people build houses out of rocks, like
or
into the side of
tires,
mountains. Yeah,
and like, what's this one? The 3D printer even can build some.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
Not, it's not. Have you seen?
it's a
you know what I'm talking
concrete where it drives
Right.
around and builds a house. Yeah,
about?
yeah. I've seen that.
Man.
It's on wheels. You out of water?
Yeah,
They're
I'm
all
out of water.
downstairs,
Okay.
man.
Well, okay, that's cool.
April, can you grab us a couple of waters? Can you put on 3 there and just walk in front of the camera for a second? We'll get some waters coming. All right, but yeah, man, they're printing these houses out of hemp, They got Hempcrete now that they're calling. It doesn't burn. It's supposed to be sustainable for longer than concrete or whatever. They're just mixing hemp together with like seashells and fucking whatever else, and yeah, they're making concrete out of hemp plants. I don't know what they're making it out of. It's hemp and something else, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people are gonna have to start getting creative like that more and more. And I think that's great for society. This whole thing will change society forever, and like, that's gonna continue. I think people, and like those what are the preppers, Pete? The doomsday preppers.
I just bought a
They're
freeze
probably
drying
laughing
machine.
right now, like, yeah, told you so.
Well, yeah,
And
I think I don't think it's far off because when I went to the store needing shit, it was a little scary seeing the fucking shelves empty. When you see like pandemics on TV and whatnot, like even like Zombieland or whatever, they have toilet paper on the shelves. They just don't have Twinkies.
Right.
Bullshit.
Well,
and
we've never seen anything. I don't think anyone alive has seen anything like this anyway.
Yeah, people panicking and Charmin fucking loving it, dude. They're
right.
yeah. I mean, that's they can't print that stuff fast
Wish I
enough.
would have got stuck in Lysol.
Lysol, Charmin, yeah, those people are fucking killing it. But it's funny is they're like made in China though, right? Like, is that the problem that it's taking a while to get back over here? I think that like our toilet paper is not made from American trees or some shit like that. But
Well, and do you know one thing? Is there even a company anymore that like textile, like I mean, as far as like clothing goes, and like
yeah,
like I mean, pretty much everything's always like Indonesia or something.
yeah, it's tough.
Probably Mexico or Honduras, maybe.
And then
like a lot of Central American.
we give these stay-at-home orders, and then the ports shut down. Then what do you got? You're stuck with whatever you got at home. Yeah, it's a little scary situation. I get the prepping. I get the buying up the stuff. Like I said, I bought a freeze dryer. I'm trying to figure out how to preserve food longer without having to put it in the freezer all the time. So, but that'll be here in 10 weeks. So we could all be in another pandemic by then. Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Yeah. But like we were talking about earlier, like New York stuff. People that when I go to the store, usually, I mean, obviously things a little bit different now, but I get like just 2 or 3 days worth of food. Like it's
I bought another freezer because of this. Like, we stocked the fuck up. I got and then like
'cause I don't know what I'm gonna want to eat 5 days from now.
you're gonna eat meat, vegetables, and bread, right? That's
Well,
usually how it works.
sure, but I mean, I might
So
be
if
in
you
the
get-
mood for pizza. or
Right, so
whatever,
that's meat, vegetables, and bread, just with a little tomato sauce spread. It's all the same ingredients, just spread out differently.
Right. Sure.
So you got to get those things.
Yeah, and there was like pasta, like only 1 bag per person. They're saying, and
Yeah.
uh,
But you can make
no
that stuff
meat.
at home. You
No
can't make the meat at home, but unless you got a lot of dogs and cats, I guess. But we
well,
do.
I mean, the thing is it would be kind of cool to have, some animals in a farm. I'm not saying a cow, but at least some sort of meat to a pig. Is pretty a lot easier than a cow, I think. But and people trade once you have.
I grew up.
We're gonna go back to that. It's like, hey, can I? I'll let you use my goats or whatever to eat your land if you get whatever some of your eggs or whatever.
Well,
I don't know. I mean,
I'll take your goat and not shoot you in the face. How about that? That's probably how
We
it's
live
gonna
in a
go.
civilization, though, Chad. Right?
I
We're
don't
not
think
supposed
so.
to be doing that.
Not if we're trading chickens for goats. We don't live in a civilization anymore, man. Yeah.
And there's people that still live out in the country in America, and they do that shit. Europe too.
Yeah, but they still charge money for those eggs.
Well, you can sell quail eggs to restaurants and stuff.
I'm saying, but
or,
eventually that
I don't know, but chicken eggs probably are more. What do you call it? Corporately farmed.
if it all goes
most-
down, you're gonna want to live
but-
underground. You're not gonna be wanting to trade eggs
Yeah.
with Jim Bob because
So okay, here's a question: how long would you give, like, if you had to go underground? How long do you give it? Before, like, I mean, because
3 generations.
3 generations.
3 generations before everything just fucking is different. So you gotta have food, family, and sustainability underground for 3 generations. Is what I would. That'd be a new society. Is what I would think.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm asking. Or how long do you give before you're like? If you,
'Cause
let's say
the
let's
old
say,
people have to be dead, and the new people have to not know the old people.
what if you're alone? You're the only person that you've seen, kind of like last man on earth kind of thing. How long do you get before you know? I mean, like how long do you keep going before you're not
That
just
show didn't even make it one episode before he found somebody else. That's how long it would take. That show couldn't even sustain one episode of being the last man on earth. He had to find
Sure.
somebody else in the first episode. That's how. Yeah. It would. You couldn't. You would you have to find somebody else or kill yourself. Solitary confinement is a punishment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, prisoners go crazy. They beg to get raped by Jim Bob rather than sit in a cell by themselves.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I feel bad for the people that are alone right now, and you know, I mean, luckily, you know, we have social media and phones and stuff, so we can still communicate. But that's still not the same, you know. And I kind of feel like I'm on social media less now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, I don't know. I'm watching more TV shows. I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah. So
I definitely social media has gotten to be the new news. It seems like so. I've definitely tuning it out more. It seems like
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
News. You know. Again, it's good to watch both different news channels just to get different because. Some of them are so one-sided, you know, but there's different ones that are on each side. So it's like
none of that affects me. I have to live in this. I have to know what I need to take care of for my shit. Because if what you're doing is trying to affect my shit, then that's not good, man.
Right.
What I'm doing should affect your shit. That's how I'm looking at it. Gotta put it out there. Don't take it in. Put it out. That's my high thought for the day. Don't watch the news. Be the news.
There you go.
Yeah. It took us an hour and 9 minutes to get to that point. Don't watch the news, be the news.
That's good.
Want to end on that one?
Yeah, sure. I have 12 hours to drive anyway, so yeah. What time is it? It's not too bad.
It's 11. So 12 hours from now, you'll be 11. You'll be 11 o'clock tonight. But you know it's going to take you longer than that because there's going to be gas stops and. You know, you got to eat.
I may stop again. Who knows?
You can't drive for 12 hours without getting gas. There's no way.
No, I mean like at a sleepy spot.
Oh yeah. You don't want to show up too late.
Right.
Yeah. You pull over at a rest stop or do you get a room?
I'd probably just find a room or something.
Yeah. It's hard for me to do rest stops. It's hard for me to sleep in the car.
If it's like 2 hours before the sun's coming up, a lot of times I'll do that because I know that once the sun's up, I'll be all right. You know, I only have like maybe 3 or 4 hours left. I can do that.
But you've done a lot of road trips like that. It seems like
I'm tired of it, right? So that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna take my time this time.
Yeah,
you know.
That's cool, man.
And this was a nice little break from the road. This is great. I haven't done a podcast in a long time. But
how long are you gonna be out there this time?
Maybe till about fall, winter.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely come back through during that. Yeah.
Well, if there might be some shows. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Back in Oklahoma City in the summer, possibility. So then I would fly back. So
you should do like a conditioning mask. You should start drumming with a mask on now when you're practicing, just like those runners do, like for the fights and stuff. You know.
That's a good point.
So that way you have that conditioned, so you know how to breathe through it when
maybe
live
I
shows
should
do come back.
Design one that's like good for drummers.
There you go. See, now you're thinking business and marketing. Yeah, there. Now the college is paying off.
Exactly. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, we just ruined it. Our 3 viewers.
Let's just edit that out.
Yeah, well, we're live, but these three people might steal it right now. But no, that's a good idea, man. Having a drummer, Z-Bolat mask, Z-Mascat.
Yeah,
it's a masket.
Yeah, they can't use that name. I could maybe. I don't know. How does that work? So yeah, I mean, no, not really. As long as they don't take off my my font and stuff.
Yeah, what you trademark it now, man?
It is.
I'm talking about the masket.
Oh, man, there's a million things. I'm not going to talk about them, but there's ideas that I have that are way
Entrepreneur
better than that.
Brown.
And yeah, I'm just keeping them to myself, and I'm for the right time. You know, I like being creative and creating things is fun, right?
Yeah, man, that's what we do. That's what we've always done. Even that's why I tried to get out of Oklahoma so fast, so quickly. I wanted to go write and make movies, and
Hell yeah.
do that. But other people are shitty, and it's hard to work with them. So
That's true.
you
It can be the case sometimes.
trying to find a good band. A band is cool because there's 4 people, and you need a manager, then you get a venue, whatever. When you put a production together, you say, I have a script.
Right.
Let's make this movie. There, you have to go to a producer, you have to get a director, you have to get cast, locations. There's so much that goes into
Costume
it.
people.
Just because I wrote an idea, and then because all those people involved, they want to take their ideas and put it into that idea, or change it and do whatever. And then it's such a being a writer is the worst thing you can possibly do at this time. I think is unless you're making it yourself, trying to write a script and put it out there is so tough. And trying to get your vision that you created in your mind on screen, it's almost impossible. You have to be that writer, director, filmmaker.
Yeah. The movies are going to take a hit too, probably because there's a lot of movies that are supposed to be out right now, and they've already invested all that money and whatever, and they're not going to see any of that through to for a minute.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live did their whole show last Saturday via at-home webcams and
I
shit.
saw it. Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't. Some were hit and miss. A lot more miss than hit. But once they figure that shit out,
Right.
production might go away. It might be movies like that. It might be everything like that. It might be pretty interesting to see if that is the new norm. That we are a YouTube nation now. That it's a vlog more than a show.
Is it by design?
Well, we just talked for an hour and 15 minutes about all sorts of shit, and people watched it this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about a lot of shit, and I'm really high, and so hopefully, not everything just ideas, man. When I say something like, if you don't agree, like, just understand.
Why would I not agree, man? I'm not that. It's not that kind of show.
'Cause you always agree with me, Chad.
I do.
Always.
I agree with that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is fun. Like this is I can see why people do this now.
Yeah.
I did one with a neighbor, and it's more like we talk about movies and stuff in
have
our
a studio
local.
like
It was
this?
more of a no, he did his bedroom stuff, but
Oh, he did bedroom stuff.
yeah. But I mean, he had his nice computer setup and everything. But it was like movies and local stuff, and more just like what's going on in Oklahoma City, and
Yeah, I like to know who
stuff
my
like
guests
that.
are. I like to talk about you, man. So we do a little differently. We smoke weed and talk. More like the Joe Rogan, experience. Would be just talk about what you know.
like what we would talk about if I just came over anyway.
Like if we
and
talked
was
about
like,
Arizona shit, I don't really know that much about Arizona shit. Do you know anything about Arizona shit? No, we're limiting our audience, and now we sound like idiots. Now we just sound like
Right,
idiots, and
right.
we have no audience. So, no.
It's really beautiful. I do know that.
It's cool, man. I've been going out and digging for gold out in the middle of the desert mountain areas, and been seeing snakes and tarantulas, and find a little gold. But yeah, Arizona's got its hidden treasures, and it's fucking hot, very fucking hot. I definitely want to go up north and look for like in the water type gold, like rivers and shit. See what kind of stuff I can find out that way. But I have not got out of the desert just yet. I've been using a dry washer, so it blows air into like this tray. So I throw dirt into it, and it blows out all the stuff that's not gold, basically, and keeps the gold in there. And that's what I've been using. And I found some, but a lot of hot days and sore arms to, but like, it's therapeutic. It gets out there. But
Yeah, it's never not hot here, huh? Just at night it gets pretty. This is down more south than I was. I mean, Flagstaff, man,
it's nice up there.
it gets
Yeah.
snow, and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, I mean that's yeah, this is a cool state.
I mean, in 2 hours you could be in snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, not right now, but you could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? There wasn't any snow up there when you drove through. It was like 70 degrees. right?
No, I mean it was dark, but
No.
yeah, man, that's dry. That's time for that now, I guess.
Get on the road again.
Yay.
Fine, man.
But I haven't been on the road in a while, so it's not that bad. It's like alone time. It's you can play some tunes and just think about stuff. You know, what are we all here for? What are we doing with the life? You know, all those thoughts that we all have, right? Like, you know, what's the meaning of life? You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Things you keep to yourself sometimes, you know.
Well, we talk
Just
about it on the podcast a lot. It seems like.
Sure, but there's
Yeah.
not everything that, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Like,
say
you're not gonna give us
every
the secret
thought that
to the
goes
meaning
through
of
my
life
head
now.
because,
You have the meaning of life, and you're not going to share it. You just keep that shit to yourself.
well, you know what? It's different for everyone, I think, in a way.
Ah, the meaning of Timmy's life is different than the meaning of my life.
You don't think that's the case?
I thought I was living your life vicariously through you. That's why we're here, man. I'm trying to go on the road, bang chicks, and play drums, but I can't do that because I'm married.
I mean, I don't necessarily think we all have one thing that we're here for kind of thing. You know, we can figure out what we like to do and what we're good at and what we can, you know, offer to. I mean, everybody has to contribute to society to some degree, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to. I mean, you can live completely, you know, whatever, live off the grid and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, be green about it. I get, you know, that's contributing to society, just being,
Recycle.
yeah, whatever.
So if you don't recycle and you get government assistance, you're a piece of shit. At least recycle, right?
That's exactly what I said.
exactly word
But,
for word.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, everybody wants different things, and that's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. All those Jonestown people want the same thing, I think.
Oh, what?
Jonestown people. I like how you put your ear to the mic. Like, does that make it? Does that work?
No.
No.
That is my bad ear, though. You know.
Yeah, I'll speak into the ear. All right, man. Well,
yeah. Hey, man. I'm so high right now. This is crazy.
I appreciate you coming in and getting your medical marijuana card for this day and smoking with
you.
us and enjoying our little podcast, brother.
And I mean, seriously, dude. Everybody should get one of these for the morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how you wake and bake. If you're not waking and
That's-
baking with that, you're not doing it right. You can't even say you're waking and baking. You fucking pansy. Wake and bake right. Do it on Toking today. Come by and talk to us on the show. But yeah, thank you, Timmy Braun. Z-Bolat, hit him up on Facebook. Get him on the Cash App and get you a hat for $10. $10 fucking dollars for that hat. That's gonna save your life out here in Arizona. It's hot, so get a hat. That's the bottom line. $10. Z-Bolat. We're out. Peace.